Hey y'all, I'm Tammy, and this is Collard Valley Cooks. Today we're making the most delicious broccoli muffins you've ever tasted. They are so moist, and boy are they good with beans. So I'm going to heat us up some butter beans, and I'm going to show you how to make these muffins. All right, I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. We are. Chris is outside washing the car, and we're going to make up some broccoli cornbread. Now this cornbread is going to be delicious. It's going to have broccoli, sour cream, eggs, an onion, butter, lots of butter, and Jiffy cornmeal mix. And we're going to get started and whip up this delicious cornbread. All right, we're going to start with a whole stick of butter in a skillet of some sort or pot, however you want to do it's fine. And what we're going to do is we're going to saute our onion and our broccoli until they're tender in this butter. So it's good to have a skillet that has a lid so that it can kind of steam. All right. So we're going to sit this right here, chop up an onion right quick. And then we're going to just chop up our broccoli a little bit. And your onion don't have to be real little. It don't have to be, but it can be. You can always use an onion chopper if you got one. This is my onion chopper, a knife. Today. Looks good to me. This is going to be really good, y'all. Really good. It said a medium onion chopped, but I'm using a small onion, y'all. I think small will be plenty. Especially if we got plenty of broccoli in there. It's got a whole stick of butter in it. It's going to be delicious. 4 eggs. All right, so I think that's a good amount of onion for 12 muffins. Each muffin will have a good bit of onion in it, won't it? And if you want to chop it smaller, you can. We'll go ahead and get it a little bit smaller. There you have it, onion. All right, I'm going to put this on the stove. Let that butter start melting right there. And as soon as it starts to melt, we'll add these vegetables to it, and we'll get them steamed up. I'm trying to look for my lid. My lid's laying right here, so it's in a good place for me. All righty. Now, it says 10 ounces of broccoli, but you can use more or less, however much broccoli you want in your muffins. But I'm just going to chop off about as much as I think it needs. And I'm using fresh broccoli. The recipe actually calls for frozen broccoli, but I buy fresh broccoli all the time. And I thought, man, while I'm cooking my onions, I was going to steam it separately. I'm just going to cut off the floret parts. And I was going to steam it, but I thought, you know what? I think I would rather just go ahead and cook it with the onion and let that be that. And I'm going to chop it up some, since it's going to be in muffins. So if you're going to have 12 muffins, think about how much broccoli you'd want in each muffin. I think that's plenty for 3 right there. 4, 5, 6. Probably got enough for 7. Let's cut up it just a little bit more. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pretty much a pound. That's an ugly piece. I'm not going to use it. I always like to look at my broccoli. I've already washed it. And I didn't grow this broccoli. Only thing we got coming out of the garden is squash right now. So I don't know if you'll watch this video right when it's posted, or you might watch it years later. But it is the month of April, and it's almost my birthday. My birthday's in a few days. I'm excited about that. All right, here's our butter. Got a little hot. I'll scoot it over a second. Well, let's get these vegetables in there while this butter's warm. It actually browned the butter a little bit, which tastes good as long as you don't get it too brown. But you don't want to get it too brown. I think butter that's browned a little bit tastes delicious, especially to make icing out of. Woo, it's so good. I like to fry up chicken breast in it too. It's so good. Scored. All right, so we're just going to saute this. I'm going to mix it up really good in that butter. And by the time it's soft, y'all, it's going to be ready to add to our cornbread mix. And there you have it. That's all there is to it, y'all. Here's a bowl. And we are going to use 4 eggs. One thing that is back, that comes back with warm weather that I detest is flies. And I've already killed 3 in my kitchen today. So that's just part of it. I hadn't got all my fly traps out yet. I like to put fly traps out around the doors. It really does help keep the flies out of the house. So that's 4 eggs. And when you got chickens, I'm sure it don't help us having chickens out there in the back. All right, and then we're going to use a cup of sour cream, and this is 2 cups. It's 16 ounces, so we're going to use half of it. We'll just measure it. How's that? We'll see if 16 ounces really is a cup. Sometimes it differs. Sometimes it differs, especially if it's light in weight, like marshmallows. Actually, yeah, it's going to make a difference. It's a little more than half of it for the cup. Look at the difference. Almost 3/4 of it. So, glad I didn't use that as a guide. Can't always use weight because things weigh different. All right, so there's our cup of sour cream. That already looks good. And all we're going to do is mix this together. I'm going to get me a fork and beat it together. And there's really no need to get out a hand mixer or nothing crazy. After all, it's cornbread. Shouldn't be hard to make. But you can beat it good. Now all that butter's coming into this. Remember that. The Jiffy Mix has already got the rising part to it. And it's already got salt and everything in it. So you're going to use 2 boxes. They're 8.5 ounces. And y'all have never seen me use this. I don't even know that I've used it, but maybe once since I've been married in 25 years. Because we grew up on just the old-fashioned type of cornbread. But boy, people love this stuff. They sure do sell plenty of it, I'm sure. So, I wanted to try this recipe. And I had some in there in the pantry that I bought for just recipes that I wanted to try. Do a good job mixing it. If y'all don't have one of these, they're really nice. I just like to, no matter what I'm using, type of spoon or whatever, I like to press that cornmeal mix up against the side of the bowl because it's got a few lumps in it. And that way it does take some of them lumps out of there and makes it more like a smooth batter. So just kind of press it up against the sides of the bowl. Most people won't tell you that, but I'm pretty good about telling y'all exactly what to do, as if y'all were, because I like to teach people how to cook. It's a big difference than just saying mix it, right? You really want to press it up against the bottom and sides. That's what I like about these little spatulas. They work so good. It already smells good and it ain't even in the oven yet. Now we're going to be using the 12-cup muffin pan. This should make 12 muffins. And it may even make more than that. So we're going to spray it. And I'm going to get back here and check on my broccoli. Now, if you're using frozen broccoli, you do the same thing. You would just add it in with the onion and butter and let it soften. The only thing about frozen broccoli is that it's going to have more liquid in it, I would imagine. And so I'm not real sure if you add that to the butter that it might not, I don't think it'll pop you as long as you don't have the heat up too high, and you shouldn't. But you may have to take the lid off because you don't really need to steam that broccoli because it's already cooked. You really just need to heat it up, and you might want some of that liquid to evaporate off the broccoli. So just keep that in mind as well. If you're wondering where I got this recipe, it actually told me to use 1 box of Jiffy Mix, but I was not going to put that much broccoli, that much margarine, and 4 eggs in 1 box of Jiffy Mix. I just think that's a little overkill. So, of course, I changed the recipe like I always do. And so we are using a recipe out of Harvey's Best, and it's a grocery store. And this is an old recipe. And like I said, they only put in 1 box of corn muffin mix and a 1/2 cup of sour cream. But I'm actually going to use 2 boxes of corn muffin mix, the whole cup of sour cream. Okay, stick of margarine, a medium onion chopped, 4 eggs, and 1 10-ounce box of frozen chopped broccoli is what it says in this cookbook. All right, I'm going to spray my pan with some baking spray. And if you don't want to spray it, you can always grease it with some shortening. Here's our broccoli and onion. I'll let y'all see it. And it's just mostly butter. There's not a lot of liquid in there from the broccoli. So like I said, when you're using frozen broccoli, it might turn out just a little bit different. You'll just have to be the judge of it on how much you want to cook that off of there. The directions don't tell you to cook it off at all. So I guess the extra liquid wouldn't hurt. All right. Mix it up. So then you're just going to fold that in to your mix. Drop it in your cups and get it in the oven. These are going to bake at 350 degrees. So they're about like baking cake. I think it's going to be about perfect. 3rd cup. You want them about 3/4 full. I think it's going to make a lot of muffins. So hopefully when you make this recipe, you're making it for a special occasion. And you're going to feed a lot of people. I may have to get out I don't have 2 12-cup muffin pans, but I have a 6-cup. So I may get out my 6-cup and just cook it all at the same time. I think you could freeze these really easy and take them out of the freezer and heat them up, and then be good for dinner as well. That one's got too much in it. I'm going to have to take some out. You don't want them to spill over in the oven. This made a lot of muffins, y'all. Easily made. Another 6. We're going to slide these right behind me in the oven and bake them until they're nice and brown and done. There you see them. All right, these have been in there for about 35-40 minutes, and they are ready, y'all. I'm gonna get them out, let you see them. They smell so good, and I'm gonna heat up some butter beans. I'll show y'all how to make those butter beans right quick. We're gonna heat up some butter beans and have butter beans with them. That look good? All right, we're gonna flip them out. I'll let you see how they look on the bottom. And they did real good. They didn't get too high or anything. They didn't rise too much. There they are, y'all. So let's take a look inside of them. You know what would have been good in them is cheese. I don't have cheese in them. But they smell so good, y'all. They really do. And I know they're going to be good with our butter beans. These are my big dried butter beans, and they get really thick as they cool if you cook them for a while. So I'm going to have to add some water to them and heat them up. And we're going to have them with this cornbread. Beans and cornbread. That's a Southern supper for sure. I'm going to add a little bit of water to these and get them on the stove and get them nice and hot. And we're going to have supper. Now I'm adding a good bit of water to these because they are nice and thick. Get us a couple of cornmeal broccoli muffins. And we're going to make it a meal, y'all. Just like that. Now, I know I've told y'all how much I love butter beans. They're my favorite dried bean. And I cannot wait to eat this for supper. If you got some leftover ham or something, you could always throw in them beans too. Just make it a meal. But there's plenty of protein just in the beans. You don't have to have meat. Now, some of y'all would just have to put cheese on the top of these or in these, but I'm telling you, they're good just like they are. I mean, they are delicious. I love them. And me and Chris are going to have a good old butter bean and cornbread supper. Broccoli cornbread. Y'all give this a try. You'll be glad you did. And we'll see you next time on Collard Valley Cooks, cooking like Mama did. Y'all come back and see us. Love ya. Bye.